one, and I'm back. I said I'm on it today. I said this one's for later today, but I'm getting it out the way now. So if you see it now, like, share, subscribe, and join the channel. It's your boy Paul. So let's get down to the mess of the mess of the mess. So we got a couple of things we're gonna get into today, and we got Hollywood Unlocked. So Jason Lee is doing his annual Hollywood Unlocked award show, and it's already been filmed and everything, but it's gonna be airing on Zeus Network. It's gonna be hosted by him and Tiffany Haddish. And from the little preview of that show, it seemed like it's gonna be a nice little event. Congratulations to him. It's been going on for 5 years, so he must be doing something right. With that. And I said, yeah, it's kind of crazy how this actually popping out all of a sudden when you was caught up in a scandal. You the vice mayor, and you out here stealing city funds, but you finna do a whole uh event award show. I find it kind of suspicious that Zeus Network would you and Zeus Network would drop this right about now. But that's just me being a little shady. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. It seems like it's gonna be a nice little show with a whole bunch of different people, celebrities there getting honored and awards and stuff like that. I have never watched one of them. It's been on 5 years now. Good luck. Congratulations to Jason Lee and everybody that ended up winning on there. Good for y'all. But tell me how y'all feel about it. But let's move on to the next. So let's get into the mess of the mess. And there's some tragedy that went on in Puerto Rico. So this New York man ended up going to Puerto Rico, and he went to see Bad Bunny. And he actually went down. He's planned this vacation about a month or two prior. But what ended up happening before he even got a chance to go see Bad Bunny concert, he was at a pool party with friends, and an altercation happened at the pool party where he ended up getting pow-powed and he passed away. And what makes it even more sadder was that this whole vacation trip was not only to go see one of his favorite artists, but to propose to his girlfriend. And that didn't happen. All because of an altercation at a pool party. They didn't say exactly what the altercation was about, but I'm saying, like, how did it? I'm like, it's crazy. Y'all at a pool party. How did it turn into you pull out weapons and you start to ablaze over a disagreement? So yes, this man's mother told what was going on, that he was going to propose to his girlfriend, and he didn't get the chance. My condolences to the family and everything, and hopefully that person who took his life in Puerto Rico is in jail. Let's get into the comments, see what's going on. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday. How you doing? Let me check out these. Let's put people up here. Hey, how you doing? Oh, okay. There's a lot going on in these comments. But let's get back to the mess of the mess. Okay, so Puerto Rico is a hot spot for passport bros, and same thing with Brazil. And if you're other places, the local men's are second. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Too much going on in these places. But y'all, if it's all this be going on and the people are tired of, people vacation there, but that's how y'all all these countries make their money. I don't get it, but let's move on past that. Let's get into the next, and it's Donald Trump. So Donald Trump is actually in the White House removing presidents photo pictures, portraits from different rooms. He didn't move Obama and both of the Bushes portraits to a hallway. I said, this man is crazier than crazy. I said, he doing whatever he needs to do to be disrespectful. He had already removed Martin Luther King statue that was in the Oval Office. He didn't move that out of there. And I'm like, the disrespect is over the top. And I just don't get it. But he gonna keep doing what he wanna do. And that's what he's doing in the White House. I said, who is telling all this stuff that's going on in the White House of what he's doing? It's like, okay, he's moving stuff. That's just he living in the White House. He can move whatever he want to move. But I said, why y'all? Who is telling it? But keep it going. But let's move on to the next. Let's get into some mess of the mess. And it was my girl. She my girl today. Miss Trina, the baddest. So Trina actually was performing at SeaWorld. And a couple of the ladies in the stand started twerking to one of her songs. I don't remember which one it was playing. That beat started playing. They started to go in at it. So parents and stuff started getting their kids out of the way. I said, well, it ain't her doing, but the comments was getting at her for it's like it's not her fault that these adults are out here doing the most. They know it's SeaWorld, there's kids there, but you can't stop that. But also a lady ended up getting arrested and escorted out. It didn't say why she got arrested, because they let the other people were still twerking. So I'm confused, like, why this lady got escorted out, but that's what happened. It's like, but SeaWorld been popping lately. They've been having a whole bunch of different artists come through. They didn't have Soulja Boy come through. They had who else? They had a couple of big names, other Soulja Boy, all right, but they had a whole bunch of other artists come through, and they've been popular lately. Congratulations to them. You got to make your money. Shoot, the animals can't do all the work, but that's what's going on there. Let's check out the chat, see what's going on. Okay, so several cases in Brazil were from the United States. Let me get into some of this stuff in the comments. From the United States have gone. They wind up robbed or worse because the local women are. I don't mean to laugh. How you going over to other countries trying to get you a woman? You getting robbed and worse by the local women. They showed them there wasn't no men who were using a woman's photo. Wow, that's crazy. Now that's crazy. I can see that happening. Let's move on to the next. I ain't got time for this. So I got my last thing up. My last thing up is we're getting into finesse2tymes. His mom is on a rampage, baby. She is not letting up off of her child. She is not. She has been going on a rampage crazy. Letting us know that this man has spent, she said he didn't spend over $4 million on everybody else but his family. I said, well, it's his money. It's his money. But he moved his mom down to Texas. And he hasn't taken care of her at all. And she has put up a GoFundMe and everything to try to save the place that she lives and whatever. And she just went on a rampage saying that he's no good. She went, I never trust him again. She's like, I don't need nothing from you. She went, what you need is a whooping. I said, well, he do. He need one bed. She said usually when he do come around for the family or something, he'll give you the money, but he wants you to do something in return to earn it. I said, but I said he's not doing that with his friends. That he's traveling, taking buying jewelry and this and that, and going places with them. I said, well, Mom, I don't know. I said I wouldn't have moved to Texas because she moved from Memphis because of him to Texas, and now she's struggling. And I'm like, ma'am, I don't know what to tell you. Either like he done screwed you over more than once. You have already told us he done did this more than one time, but you keep depending on him. She said he's a narcissist and everything else. She told him about himself, and that's when he cut her off because she told him he's a narcissist and everything. And I said, ma'am, I understand that he didn't like the truth coming from his mother. But if you brought your mother down to Texas, you moved her down there, you're responsible. I believe you're responsible for her because she could have stayed in Memphis where she was at, where she was working and everything else, but you moved her down to Texas and you've been doing everything under the sun and not taking care of your mother. Because now she got to go fund me trying to save her own place because she owes $3,500 in rent, past due rent. Yeah. Finesse2tymes. Yeah, you need to work on yourself. We know you don't brush them teeth because they ferocious, but do a better job. Either help your mom find another place, buy her a place so that she don't have to worry about anything, and pay that tax that need to be paid on that place and be done with it. But you brought her down to Texas. You need to fix it. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. But that's all that I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, and join the channel. And I'll get back at y'all later. It's your boy, Pop. Bye, y'all.